Alright, you guys, so today we are going to do 10 minutes of non-stop abs while I get my timer ready here. So we're going to do 30 seconds of isometric or a hold, and then 30 seconds of active. We're going to start in 6 inches today, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Pushing the low back to the floor, keeping those feet 6 inches off the floor. Alright, try to tuck your chin, keep your head engaged, and look at those toes. And try to flex those toes, pull them towards you, give you something to do, something to think about. But stay active in those legs. We don't want the knees to bend. And next we're going to go into a toe touch onto the wall. So we're going to raise the legs and then lift those hips up to touch the toes to the wall. Try to get as much height as you can while staying under control. We don't want to swing the legs up. We want to find a controlled lift through the hips. So using a lot of the lower abs right now. And next from there, we're going to go into a hollow hold. So we're keeping those arms and legs off the floor. We're pressing the low back down, lift through those shoulder blades, and keep your head up. I like to wiggle my toes around, keep me from thinking about the pain. Take a deep breath. We are almost there. And from there, we're going to come off of that hollow hold. And we're going to come up with starfish. So big arms and legs and touching the opposite hand to foot. You can let those arms and legs stay on the floor, or you can keep them at a hover if you're looking for a little extra challenge. Keeping those legs as straight as you can, arms as straight as you can, breathing out on the way up. And we're almost there, you guys. Hang tight. Good, rest. Okay, going into our next isometric, we're going to hold a high boat, so balancing on the butt at a 45, keeping that chest proud and lifted, keeping a nice flat back. You can also bend the knees like I am here, so if you can't keep your legs perfectly straight, that's fine to have them at about a parallel to the floor. But try to point those toes, keep the legs together, chest high, eyes up, reach those arms forward, stay active. And next we'll go into our elevated bicycles. So same position, we're just going to bring the opposite elbow to knee, keeping those toes pointed and staying lifted, lifted, lifted through the chest. Quick shake out, back to it, let's go. Good, keep it up you guys, deep breaths. We are almost there. And rest. All right, back to our isometric. We're going to hold a crunch here. So keep those shoulder blades off the floor. Okay, you like to keep your hands behind the head or on the chest. We don't want to use the arms to lift the head up. Make sure you're engaging through that upper abdominal. All right, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Just keep those shoulder blades lifted. Good. We're going to flex the abs really hard and rest. Take a deep breath. Next we have penguin. So keeping those shoulder blades lifted yet still, we're going to reach side to side for the heels. Firing up those obliques and again keeping that chin tucked. Good. Stay with it you guys. We are almost there. And rest. All right, flipping onto your belly now. We're going to hold a low plank on those forearms. All right, so plant those hands shoulder width apart. Keep the belly pulled in, hips as high as the shoulders, driving the heels away, keeping your legs straight. We're going to hold here, and then we'll drop the hips side to side for our active work. This will be our last exercise, and then we're going to go through one more time. And start with those hip touches, hip touches. Good. And make sure as you roll through side to side, we don't want the hips to fall. So even though as you touch the hip, Okay, you want to bring it back through the starting position. Good, almost there. A few more seconds, you guys. Keep it up. And rest. Whew. All right, let's get ready for round 2. 6 inches, begin. Come up with that toe touch, arms down at your side, lifting the hips up to controlled touch the toes to the wall. All right, coming back to that hollow hold, begin. Low back to the floor, shoulder blades off, feet and hands in the air. For that starfish again, let's go. Directly into our high boat hold. So straightening out those legs as much as we can, pointing the toes, drawing them together, sitting on the butt at a 45 degree, keeping that chest high, arms reaching forward. Go into our elevated bicycle. So staying in that same position as we touch the opposite knee to elbow. Back from there for our crunch hold, plant those feet hip width apart, hands behind the head, and lift up those shoulder blades. Keep it there. Every time you breathe out, lift a little bit higher. Moving on to our penguins, let's go. We're going to set up for our low plank again. So on those forearms, hands planted, shoulder width apart, keeping that belly pulled in tight, hips low, legs are straight. And then our last bout of work will be those hip touches. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Touch those hips. Last push of the day here. Let's finish strong, you guys. And that is it. Thank you for watching, you guys.